Hey, folks, welcome to Food for Action. Um, Today, we're going to talk about only one thing before my guest comes on. We have Keianna Nicole. She's a songstress. She's ridiculously talented. Um, just awesome young lady. She's already business minded and that entrepreneurial spirit too. It's pretty cool. I love it when young folks come up like that. But she sings her booty off, so it's pretty cool. But she's going to be joining us shortly. Before that, though, the only thing I want to talk about again is the vote because I, I received some messages this week with people saying, "Well, I don't like either of the people," and I don't, and I have to tell you that this is not about this is not about um, not liking either of the people. This is about liking your local people. This is what I keep on trying to stress to people. Look, as far as the vote, people say, well, take the lesser of two evils and all that stuff. Great. But the most important part of this thing is your local vote. That is your city councilman. That is your county council. That is your school board. That is your sheriff. That is your local judges. Those are the people, the auditors, these people that deal with the things that directly affect you. Those are the people that you're supposed to be concerned with voting for. And everything else is just going to be in the mix and it's going to work out just fine. If we don't have our local system down, if we don't have an understanding of what's happening locally, and we're not engaged in the local side of things, the other vote ain't going to matter. Remember that I talked about the census several times, and that the census um, the census and the what do they call that, the electoral college, these two things are kind of a what do they call that, even sum or something like that, I think it's called. And well, anyways, the point is that these are the things that are based on numbers. And so with the electoral college, we're voting, and then based on the size of our districts and the size of our state numbers and all the numbers that they collect, that determines how many electoral votes we get. And that's where the numbers game comes in. And when it comes to the census, then the census is doing the same thing. It's not a people, person, individual identifier. It is a numbers thing that identifies numbers of population within cities, districts, counties, states, so on and so forth. And that is how money gets shoveled down from the federal government to the state and then to the local, which then funnels into hospitals and infrastructure and schools, etc. And that matches, or is supposed to match to a percentage, the taxes that we pay individually. So what hurts inner cities, what hurts um, underserved communities, is the fact that we are neglecting our duty to do this census thing. So you guys, besides voting, you gotta get online and you gotta get this census taken care of so that the numbers count. And then when we're sitting around and we're crying about the schools not having better technology, better books, better libraries, better whatever, better buildings, it's not only because of the community, as we tend to think that it is. It's also about the amount of funds that are driven by those numbers, and so it's very important that we do the census, and then we make sure that when we're voting, we're worried about our local government more so than we're worried about who is president. Trust me, what a president does is e- hmm, even though it's the most important office in the universe, but he's putting pens to paper, and most of the decisions that a president makes, except for this new one, but most of the decisions that a president makes and those things that he puts pen to paper on, uh, it's being driven by other folks, which is the people that we voted to get. So uh, um, in a normal under a normal presidency, uh, what I'm telling you works properly, and so census, vote locally, and so on. When and uh, understand the makeup of your local government. But this has been a weird one, as we all know, and so I encourage everybody to if you haven't voted yet, um, brush up, call somebody smarter than you, and find out about the local folks and get them in office. Those are the people that are going to do the dirty work for you and represent you for real, and then put pressure on the states, and then put pressure on the federal government, which then in turn makes presidents, vice presidents, secretary of state, and all those people, makes them have to give the proper answers as well. So that's where we're at now. Other than that, what I need from all of you guys is to when you log on here, I need you guys to start, you know, throw a peace sign, throw a high five, throw a funny face, throw an evil face. I don't care what it is. Just put something up to let me know that you're there, because I want to start taking count of the numbers here. Also, don't forget to go over to Goorin.com. That's Goorin.com, and get your Christmas presents, your Thanksgiving gifts. That's hats and caps and cool brims and Kangol and whatever else. Get them things happening so that you got some nice gifts, and you get a nice discount when you use the code Food for Action 10. That is at Goorin.com. How about that, huh? It's pretty neat. All right. So in about 7 minutes, the wonderfully talented and dare I say beautiful young lady Keianna Nicole is going to join us, and boy, y'all need. I'm telling you, y'all need to. I'm just saying, y'all need to look it up. Ladies too, need to look it up. She's incredible, and oops, this is not a commercial for that. Sorry about that. She's very talented, and she is she's very motivated for such a young person, and I guess that's because I feel like I'm Moses right now. But she's such a young person, and she moves like she has like way more years under her belt, and I think that's awesome. It's really awesome to see that. So if you're here in the house, and I see people popping in and out, if you're here in the house, please do me a favor and say what's up, Obi. And by the way, if you don't have a person to get a hat for, I'm just saying I could use a couple more, just so you know. I don't get all of them for free. Just saying. So if you want to bless me with a pre-birthday gift, my birthday is December 12th, or a pre-Christmas gift, or Thanksgiving gift, or just a gift because I'm so freaking awesome, you can definitely uh, get me. I like the wide brim hats. Those are the best, man. They look fantastic. I know you've seen them. The ones that I posted there, I love those ones. So just in case you're wondering, and if you are going to get me one, I can definitely let you get my address. Just let me know. And that's Keianna Nicole sending me a message. and she says she has the link. I know she does because I sent it to her. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that they confirmed that, and I will be seeing them shortly. So I am dealing with 3 devices today. It's freaking awesome. I have. We're going to also start shooting from Instagram as soon as she joins in, and so we're going to be going live on Instagram and Facebook, and it's going to be an awesome scenario for us all. Excuse me. I thank you very much for that. I have an assistant passing me stuff. What's up, Jimmy Washington? How you doing, sir? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. I'm going to be doing a show on the 8th of November in Charleston at the Goorin Brothers store. Our friends, sponsor, partner, Goorin Brothers. We will be there at the hat store in Charleston. It's going to be freaking cool. So make sure that you guys join me for that as well. In mere moments, we're going to bring Keianna Nicole in, and her and all of her loveliness and talent. We're going to bring her in here, and you guys are. I know you guys are going to enjoy this. As I told you, sometimes I have to take a break from being so tense and intense. I'm sorry, so intense with you. I want. I keep on getting text messages. I'm sorry, y'all. So, like I said, in a few moments, we're going to bring Keianna Nicole in, and but you're going to enjoy her. And I wish I had like some of those sound effects and stuff like that, where I could do like the round of applause thing, like they do on TV. That would be awesome. But if you're here by yourself, please do me a favor. Call in some friends. Call in some young folk. Call in some folk of all ages. You definitely want to sit down and enjoy this chat. Jimmy Washington, thank you, sir. Again, get some other folks online with us here. By the way, also you can watch it afterwards. You can stream it later on. I keep everything up, so it's never going to go away. I'm going to keep it all here until I breathe my last breath. Well, without any further ado, I've never said that before, but without any further ado, oops, well, we were about to bring her in, but oh, there she is again. Okay, we're going to bring in Keianna Nicole and sit back, relax, enjoy it. 3, 2, 1. Hey there. I can't hear you. Let's see. Why can't I hear you? I hear you now. I hear you now. Okay. No, I hear you now, Keianna. I can hear you now. Oh, you can't hear me? You gotta stop texting me though.
Hello.
So you can't hear me? This is Keianna. Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear him.
Okay, so did you just join me on a different one?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. All right. So now you're gone.
Oh my God.
Hey folks, just bear with us. This is the way it works, man. This is coronavirus time, the pandemic, and things go a little nutty. That's just how it works. So I'm sure she will be right back. I would do a drum roll or something, but I don't have a drum next to me. All right. Let's see. Keianna, come on right back now. There you go. You're coming in. Here you go. There we are. Okay, can you hear me? All right, let's see. 3, 2, and all right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
And I can hear you too. Cool
Okay,
beans.
good.
All right. So, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? We had a few technical difficulties.
I know, right?
I was logged in on my phone, and I
Oh,
couldn't hear on my phone. So then I logged in on my mom. So we were having some technical
no,
difficulties.
that's all. It's all good. Now, let me see. Can you give me a hair bit more volume from your phone?
Let's
You
see.
just or are you maxed out?
I think
Oh, no, there you go. You sound real loud now. Is
okay.
it just
Good.
distance? Okay, it's probably distance. All
Oh,
right.
distance. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so I got to ask you this question first because it's the first question that I ask everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be too intense on this go around, but I have to ask this because this is the nucleus or the meaning behind this show, uh, because it does have to deal with fighting racism and so on, along with being entertaining. Can you do me a favor, just so that we can have it down on the books?
Yes.
And just tell me one thing, that is, in your life. You're a little bit frozen. Oh, there you go. Okay. So tell me, because you're young, you're like a baby.
Yes. Oh, you're freezing. I think I lost
Some ongoing. I just want to find out, what is your. I'm sorry.
I think I lost you. I lost a minute of what you were saying. I couldn't hear the question.
Yeah, you're frozen.
I think it's our Wi-Fi.
We're right now. What?
I was telling my mom we think it's the Wi-Fi. Well, obviously it is because he's freezing up.
Trying to see.
Can you see me now?
Go to your text on your phone that I sent to you and try to log in on that.
I already told you the volume's not going to work.
What's something wrong with your volume on your phone now?
I don't know. Why it's not working.
Just try.
I see you, but you're frozen.
Let's see. I'm going to try to log in on my phone to see if it's going to be better.
So for like the post pictures for promo. I see you.
Okay, I see you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. So here's the first question. First question is this. In your life, what is your first memory where you realized that there was a difference, that there was tension between races in this country?
I would say my first experience.
Then you went. Now, it looks like you're making that face at me.
I'm sorry. Oh, I think I'm losing you again. Okay, you're back. Can you hear me? Let's see. Can you hear me?
Can you try from your other phone again?
Okay, yes, let me try from. Let's see. I think I lost the screen too. Connect camera.
Do it from your iPad.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now.
I know, Yvette. Hi. We're all froze. It's a froze. This is a froze. I'm getting ready to do a refresh. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You don't have to hang up or nothing. All right. Can you see me? I see you. All right. Let's give this a shot. 3, 2, 1. Hey. Oh, now I can't hear you. So now now I can see you perfectly, but now I got no audio. This is, you know what? It's just the devil. It's just the devil trying to mess it up. But hey, fam, Yvette, how you doing? I definitely apologize to everybody who's tuning in and out and in and out. Um, this is what happens sometimes. Sometimes there are technical difficulties, and we just have to work our way through it. So let me see something. Let me look at this. All right. So let me see what this is showing. This is showing everything's fine. All right. Are you there? Can I see you? Oh, okay. No worries, man. Listen, these folks are gonna hang around. They'll hang around. Let's see. Very nice. All right. All right. I'm gonna pull you back in. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Sandra K. Hutto and Judy Bailey Richardson, and I got.
All right.
All right, we're good now, huh?
Back in business. Yes.
All right.
I don't know what was going on.
No, it's all right. This is part 3. We're good. All right. So I just wanted to know, and I have to do this for the record because I ask everybody that question. So tell me your first memory, your first
memory.
where you noticed, or maybe somebody said something to you, maybe you witnessed something with your folks.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I would say my first memory with racism was when I was in elementary school, and I was in 3rd grade, and my teacher had assigned me partners with a Russian girl. We were the same age, and so for our projects, we had to go over each other's house to work on the project. So it was me, her, and another girl. Both of us were black, and then the Russian girl was, of course, Russian. She was white, Caucasian.
Right.
And I had asked her if she wanted me to come over to her house to work on the project because, you know, she had all the supplies for the project. And she kept saying, no, I can just do it by myself. And so I think my mom had got involved because we were trying to get the project done, and she kept giving me the runaround. Like, she kept saying, well, I can just do it by myself. You all don't have to worry about anything. And I think 2 days later, I came back to school, and she was acting weird. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, she stopped talking to me. Like, we're not at recess together. She's not playing with me. And so all of a sudden, I think back then we had like the little flip phones.
Yeah.
And I had texted her friend because we were all friends too. And I had texted, her name was Anastasia. She was Russian too. And
Right.
I had texted her, and I'm like, we'll call her Daria. I was like, why did Daria stop talking to me? And Anastasia actually told me, she said that her mom is Russian and that some Russian people have strict, I guess, they haven't really seen a lot of black people, and there's not a lot of African Americans in Russia.
Right.
So she basically said that I couldn't come over to her house because I was black. And that's when I basically realized, I'm like, wow, like my skin color is an issue. Like,
So at that point, did you go home and talk to your mom about it, or she said she was already involved, so she was probably coaching you through it?
Exactly. Yep. And
because your mom is hands on.
Yes.
She's cool. Hey, throw a peace sign to your mom for me real quick.
She's looking from the corner. She
I see. I hear that.
But yeah, it made me pretty sad. I think I ended up going home from school
Wow.
and crying and everything. But that
Yeah.
was my first experience with racism. I'm like, wow, her parents don't like me because of my skin color.
Right.
Like, really? We can't even work on a project together. And I think
How crazy is that, huh?
it was very crazy. And she ended up doing the project by herself. And after that, we didn't talk for never again in my life. So
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
but I heard it's still bad like that in Russia. It's still
yeah, it is. It is. Well, I just wanted to have that for the books because it is that one question that I ask everybody. I just want to hear the different stories. I've got so many so far from people from every walk of life, and I think it's interesting. Obviously I have my stories as well. So so let's get to the nitty. So tell me about is somebody in your family musical?
Yes, my dad, my brothers. My dad, he plays the guitar, and my brother, he produces. And my aunt, I think my great aunt, that's where we kind of got it from. She plays the piano on my dad's side. So
okay, now,
yes. I think I lost you.
Get unfrozen. I'll be unfrozen.
Okay. All right. I can hear you, but you're frozen.
I'm just playing. Frozen, but that's okay. No, it's all good. It's so the professor.
Oh, he's breathing up.
There you are. What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Oh, and I lost you again.
Okay. Were your family members doing it professionally, or was it just at home?
Yes.
Huh?
My brother, he's doing it.
Am I frozen now?
You're a little bit frozen, but I can hear you, and I can. Okay, yep, you're back now.
Okay.
Okay, so my brother, he produces, so he was doing it professionally. Oh, I lost him. Okay, and my dad just
Gwen
started
Tilly.
doing the music. Can you hear me?
Oh, you did?
Oh, no, my dad.
Yes, I can. You just started?
Oh, no, my dad just started playing professionally. Okay. He's been playing the guitar for about 6 years now, and he just started like recording himself playing it, like for about, I would say, for a year now. And he's actually featured in one of my songs, Flames.
Got you. Now, you said your brother produces?
Yes, my brother produces. He's under 1019, and he's actually released a couple of mixtapes with his beats, and he actually does references tracks, and so he's actually a full-time artist now. So yeah, all of us are doing music.
Is he on your project?
My brother hasn't been featured on my project yet, but hopefully in the future we'll be having some projects collaborating and everything. But so far it's just been me and my dad.
Now, what? That's really cool because that's how we grew up with our pops. We grew up playing with our pops, and so that's pretty cool.
It's always fun,
right? And it's a heck of an experience. Let me tell you. All right, I bet you we could share some stories. Yes. So tell me, when did you first get the bug? Like when you knew you was gonna start making some noise?
I would say I first got like inspired when I saw Aaliyah on TV, on MTV Jams. That's when back then when music videos was the thing, and people would turn on, like people would be anticipating for artists to release new music videos. It was like a showing of a new movie. So
right.
I think her first video that I saw of her was 4-Page Letter on MTV Jams, and I like fell in love. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be her. I want to sing. I want to look like her. I want to wear clothes just like her, and I fell in love.
What a loss! What a heck of a loss, man! Because he was on the way to becoming
big.
I'm telling you, she was about to beat out Mariah Carey. Yes. She was about to beat out Braxton. She was about to knock everybody over.
Yes, exactly.
And she did so much, which is what I was talking about you before you came on. is that I like the fact that you are thinking business. You're not just knocking people dead with the music.
Exactly.
But
All around.
and you're so young doing it, and I really appreciate that. You know,
Thank you.
it's
Thank you.
that's really awesome. I'm telling you, don't lose that fire because it's necessary. You're in you have the privilege to be in a city that is really black. You
Oh
know what I mean?
yes,
Like
everyone is here. Yes,
right,
Black Hollywood.
and so, but it also means that you have so much competition as well, and for you to have to maintain the fire, to continue pursuing and branching off of just that main music, but also to add other things to the pot. That's
Exactly.
trust me, you're gonna win. You like that's why I put that extra comment on the posts. You know,
Thank you. I
because
appreciate it.
yeah, because
Thank you.
that's the most important thing to me is for artists to understand how to truly be artists with longevity, and that comes from way more
It
than just
does.
a song or two. Trust
It
me.
does. It
All right.
does.
Now, are you writing any of your stuff? Are you doing the lyrics and?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Like when you said longevity, being that full on entertainer, writing, doing my own work, you know, business wise,
Yeah.
everything, clothing wise, everything. So now I've been writing my own music. I'm making sure everything belongs to me now, and that's the important thing. You
Yep.
gotta own your
Ownership.
stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
That's true.
So writing, I wrote "Where's Your Heart." Pretty much, I wrote all of "Where's Your Heart" and
Yep.
"Flames." I
Yep.
wrote that. That's already been released.
Hey,
And
banging.
"Because of You."
I rode my bike to that. You know, I'm just telling you. I really like it. Like I'm glad you said it, Leo, because what you're doing with the slow joints, that's passion. And I'm telling you, like you gonna rip you go man, you gonna have dudes. I mean, you probably already got it, you know, like but dudes are like they're gonna be buying everything. Like
Thank you.
literally everything. Because you can feel that. Like it takes a lot to break a dude down.
It does.
You know what I'm saying. And
Yes,
it
I
takes
know
a lot.
exactly
It takes a
what
lot
you're
to
saying.
break a dude down when you're talking about music. You know, you got to have that voice. You got to have that, you know, boy, I want to say a word, but I don't want to be offensive. So moms, please forgive me. But you have to have kind of the sex appeal
Exactly.
vocally.
Yeah.
So that character vocally, you also have to have a calming, and you have to have a command.
Yeah.
And those things,
Got
and I
it.
know this because I produced and wrote and so on as well. And so you have to have those little characteristics in your vocals in order to make sure that you're grabbing that audience. You know,
Exactly.
you gonna grab ladies anyways because they gonna be looking at you like I want to be you, right? So you got that. It's them dudes.
Yeah.
You gotta,
They're the
you know what I mean?
hardest.
You
Yep.
gotta get them. You have to get them to not just look at you as beautiful. You got to get them to hear you.
Yeah.
And so the qualities that you possess in your vocals, man. I'm sitting here like just raving on you. So
Thank you
listen.
so much.
All right. So tell me. So now, so you got you have the two main songs that you're focusing on right now.
Yes.
What's next?
Because of You will be next. That's going to be November the 30th. So
Okay.
that's coming out in a couple of weeks. So
Do I
me
get to
and
peep it first? Like, do I get like an email with a little MP3?
oh yeah, we'll definitely send it to you.
True.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. You can
All
get
right.
it first dibs on it to listen to it. And there's actually on my site on KeiannaNicole.com, you can actually listen to the whole entire Best Regards project. You can listen to 30-second snippets. So I put that out there.
I'm sorry, but I'm spoiled. I don't want 30 seconds. I need the whole 3 minutes
Oh
and
yes,
whatnot.
we got you. We're gonna hook you
Hey,
up. We got
I
you.
won't share it. I'll just enjoy it myself.
We got you.
That's awesome. So tell me the connection with you and your moms, because your mom's has taken the very active role. She is your handler. She is your manager.
Yes.
Tell me about how did y'all work that out? Because I know that could be tough sometimes.
Yes. Well, me and my mom, we've always been close since, of course, birth. So with the music thing, she was full on. She believed in me. She already felt like that I kind of had like that thing that that everyone wants. She already felt that I had that naturally. Of course, you have to cultivate it over time,
Yeah.
but she's believed in me from the start. My family, my dad, they've all believed in me. So it was basically natural for her to become my manager. And when you have someone, when you have a circle, you definitely have to have people that you trust. And so her being
Absolutely.
my manager is perfect. I can depend on her because it's scary that some people aren't fortunate enough to be in situations like I am.
Yeah.
They're, have managers, that may put them in certain situations they won't be in. But of course, I have my mom. So, I can trust her with everything. So
Absolutely.
it's just perfect. It's just a natural, I guess, a natural relationship to have a mother
Yeah.
daughter manager. So,
It is really cool because
yes.
sometimes those things don't work, but you guys got it on point. Y'all go back and forth, and it's like, oh snap, who am I talking to? Wait. Oh.
Yes.
So
Yes. Both of us are hands on. So
I
it's
like it. I
perfect.
like it.
She's done an amazing job.
We are going live on Instagram right now. So if you wanna get your Instagram folk involved,
Okay.
if you wanna tap into that on your other device,
Okay.
I just went live. Stay here. Don't leave us here.
Okay.
If you have that, if you can get on Instagram as well, then we're gonna say hi to all your Instagram friends and mine as well.
All right.
Crab Rabbit, what's happening?
See.
I have this.
1 second. Let me get another device to get the
Oh,
Instagram.
no worries.
Get
No
another
worries.
iPad.
No worries. So yeah, so we're being blessed talking with. Oh, hey everybody, Robinson Davis, what's happening? Robbie Bradley, what's happening? My brother Joe, what's going on? Uh, my assistant, how you doing? Gwen
All right,
Tilly
we're back.
Craft, how are you? And of course, Yvette and Jimmy Washington and my mom and dad are in the house. Hey, mom and dad. All right, Keianna, I'm about to invite you to the party. Yeah, you have to mute one like I'm going to do right now.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got you. Now I just invited you to this
Okay.
Instagram. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, you're gone now. Ain't that something? Well,
Nope.
I'm still here.
I'm
Oh,
here.
good. All right, let's see. This is great. This is like, listen, if I really had an assistant, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Like I would be in like some kind of that would be cool.
I
Okay,
know,
hold on.
right?
Do I got you? All right, I'm inviting you again. I'm
Okay.
inviting you again right now.
All right.
Hey, Evan's mom, hi. My mom and dad, hi. Hold on.
Hey, mom and dad.
Oh, it says you're unable to join. Oh wait, hold on. Now I got you. Go live.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, my mom's checking it out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have to mute one or turn down the volume of one, okay? But I lost you on Facebook. So I lost you on Facebook and I need you there. This is great.
Are you on Instagram on that one too?
No, man.
You hear all that noise?
This is get live. You can hear me.
Okay, now I see you there. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm about to turn down that. Okay. Oops. Okay, now I have you in both places.
Okay, good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now I just want to play with this button because it's making like a crazy noise. Whoops.
Oh yeah, but it's echoing.
Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have one of your devices turned down?
Yes, I have my iPad turned down.
Okay, so I'm here. Let me. All right, how are we now?
Good, I can hear you good.
Okay. I'm gonna echo a little bit. I guess I got no choice. For some reason, um, maybe because we're which device do you have turned up? The Facebook one?
I have the Instagram turned up.
Ah, that's why. I have Facebook turned up.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to turn Facebook up and turn
Yes,
Instagram?
please.
Okay. Alrighty.
Because it's your mic will still pick you up. It's just that uh, we'll both have the same thing turned up instead.
Okay.
That should work. Better?
Yep.
Please no. All right. So, anyways, you know how kids like to play.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Do you have nephews and nieces and stuff?
I don't. Well, I actually have a niece coming in January, so
Oh,
I will be newly.
congratulations. How about, do you have any pets? Do you have like a puppy or a kitty cat or something?
Yes, I have a
Yeah.
dog.
Don't they find the best times to like mess with you when you're doing something? Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mine's is Milo, and he's a Chihuahua German Shepherd
Oh,
mix.
you got one of those?
Yes.
Wow.
And
Those
he
dogs, you know
stays
what?
with the attitude.
Listen, I love puppies, right? But guess what? For some reason, those tiny guys, they don't like me. They just don't. I don't know why. But oh well. All right, so let's get back to it. Okay, so so you and your mom have the dopest union partnership happening. So how did she though? And I know this is about you, but I just have to know. How did she get into like industry stuff? Did you show her, or did she doing it for somebody else?
She actually learned. Basically, she was self-taught, I would say, like just by experiences and all that. I would say
Okay.
she was most definitely self-taught, and then over time she kind of learned, the ins and
Okay.
outs. And my brother, he knows a lot of stuff about the industry as well, so he kind of gave us, some tips and advice.
True.
And she's read some books and stuff. So basically, self-taught and from experiences.
That's good. Well, she's awesome, man. I hope y'all can keep that going.
Thank you.
That's really cool. All right, we got more people joining in. That's awesome. To all of Keianna's friends who are joining in, I hope you're enjoying the show. And please do me a favor I would find it a pleasure if you keep on following me as well. But if you ain't listening to her stuff, boy, I just don't know. I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? All right. So okay. So tell me the Where's Your Heart? What's the inspiration? Like what? Like was it a personal situation you went through that made that happen?
I would definitely say it was from personal experiences and also, 90s music. So I
Oh,
basically,
gotcha.
of course, when the artists they hear, I heard the instrumental first. And so I was like, this instrumental is giving me type of 90s Jodeci vibes.
Right.
So I ran and pulled up Jodeci on my Spotify, and I pulled up, I forgot which song it was. I think it's Cry for You. And
Okay.
I ended up hearing the melody. I'm like, this literally belongs on this instrumental. So the hook and Where's Your Heart is I'm still in love with you. So that came from Jodeci. But
Do that
then I
again.
added my own experience to it.
No,
And
do
so
that.
it's
Do that
basically
again.
like, oh, this. Oh, the hook, like, I'm still in love with you.
Hey.
So, that was the experience, and I just added my own real life experiences with relationships, and
Right.
that's how we came up with Where's Your Heart.
Awesome. That's awesome. Obviously, life is the best way to express
Exactly.
it is the best way to
It
do it.
is. It
And
is.
too many people aren't doing that these days
Mhm.
and coming up with a bunch of junk music.
Yep.
But
Life experiences make the hit songs.
yeah, and it makes people be able to get to know you and feel, even though they might not be able to, do like we're doing,
Mhm.
but
They can relate with you.
Yeah, they can feel that. That's good. So tell me, over the next 5-10 years, what do you see yourself doing? Like, what's your plot? What's your plan?
Ooh, in 5-10 years, I see hopefully a lot of albums. basically an empire. Hopefully I will be a household name, and my name will be everywhere. And 10 years from now, hopefully I would have touched a lot of people, and that's where I see myself. So household name in 5 to 10 years, doing
True.
everything,
D.
business,
Robinson Davis says, let's
clothes.
get it.
Yep, exactly. You gotta go get it. So clothes, perfume, basically an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
still going to schools and visiting, because I want to be talking to the youth
Right.
probably until I'm done being in the spotlight. I always want to let them know to never give up on yourself, to always stand up for yourself. And that's what we'll be doing soon when COVID's over. I have a foundation named LaRue Wings, and it's about, bullying, standing up for bullying. And I
Nice.
will stand by that foundation forever. So
That's awesome. You gotta let me know about that too. Once that's
oh
taken up,
yes,
let me know.
most definitely,
Absolutely.
yeah.
That's awesome. I love the kids, man. And I'm not just saying that. Like I really do. I have a daughter. Well, she's not a kid anymore,
Oh.
but I have my Munchkin. It's all about that for me. So, and we have like 4,900 kids in the family. Most of them are only from one of my brothers, but that's just.
Oh wow!
But anyways, that's a different day. So okay, so we got your plan. Now, if you could work and do a guest appearance on somebody else's project, who would that person be?
I would definitely say either Drake or The Weeknd.
That
Yes.
now I like the weekend part. Now Drake is, I look, I love Drake's first two albums. Then something happened.
First two?
Yeah, but then something's happened. Something's like he's doing something different now.
Yeah, that's how it always seems to be. Artist style changes up when they hit.
But I'm talking about.
Yeah, especially The Weeknd. But I like his new sound. He's giving me that 80s.
Yeah.
On Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I like. Well, yeah, but he's cool anyways, and his voice is he's
Dope.
definitely dope, and he's different. His voice is different. The only person that comes close to him voice wise is that kid. Oh shoot, what's that kid's name? Not Sammy.
He's popular now.
Yeah.
Who sounds close?
It'll come to me. He got a tiny voice like me, like that real cutting, like annoying voice, like I got. But,
it's different though.
Yes, it is.
And I think that's why he was so successful, because
he
doesn't sound like everyone else.
That's true. Now, what about acting? You doing some of that?
Oh yes.
What are we doing there? 10
years from now, when you ask that question, I started to mention acting. I forgot about that. Acting, I want to make sure I be in as many movies as I can. So acting, I want to get started on that. I've always had a niche for acting as well. I did that when I was in high school.
Okay.
So hopefully soon I'll be in some projects, some movies, shows, commercials, anything.
Man, you're in Atlanta. You're near Tyler Perry. What are you doing?
I was getting ready to join an agency about a year ago, but I ended up going just focusing on the music. So now that I have the music, we're doing good on that. We're releasing stuff out, working on the album, and we'll start bringing on more acting projects soon. So
nice. When is your whole project going to be finished?
I would say Best Regards will be probably released, I would say the mid 2021. I would say.
And that's probably better too, because you'll be able to do more stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So I definitely have some more music videos coming out, releasing.
Nice.
With the songs. I've already I don't know if you watched it yet, but Where's Your Heart? That's on YouTube.
Yes.
And that was so fun.
I put that on my TV with the what do we call that thing? Where you go from your phone and you cast.
Oh yeah, casting, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm on my bike and I'm doing my thing and I was like,
yes. That video was definitely fun. So
I got an upstairs neighbor who was not happy. Because I blasted that. Right? All right, so tell me this. Have you voted?
I have not voted this year.
But you're going to. You're going to, right?
Hopefully.
Tell your mom don't get nervous. Tell your mom don't get nervous.
Because I didn't vote last year. I've never voted. I've never voted in
Oh,
my
come
life.
on.
Please don't judge me.
All right, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Listen, I will tell you this. I will tell you this. At least vote locally.
Oh yes. Hopefully,
Like find out
we can
who your
go
local
tomorrow.
folks are.
Yeah,
Vote.
hopefully we can either go tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But
Dude,
I have
that's
my
all.
opinions. Of course, I don't
Absolutely.
want who's in office right now, but to change that, people say, make your voice be heard, go out and vote, and I just haven't yet. So
I got you. And listen, it's a process that everybody has to go through individually to find out how to apply themselves. I want to say real quick, Jennifer Bettenhagen, hi, Georgie Ivanoff. You know who that is, right?
I'm sorry.
Do you know who Georgie Ivanov is, or Ivanov? I never pronounce his name right.
Sounds familiar.
So
He's
he
in here. I
is.
see him.
I know him from when I used to play with the Backstreet Boys, and he worked with everybody. NSYNC. That he was in the whole.
Yeah.
And so he's always around picking on somebody. That's kind of what he does nowadays. But he's a good person to actually link up with.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Hi,
Georgie, make sure you say hi to her when we're done off with this broadcast.
Yes.
So tell me, what do you want to tell people about you? What do you want to tell people that I haven't asked you? What do you want to tell people? Like, say you're doing an advertisement right now, pushing yourself, pushing your project, pushing your persona, pushing who you are. The Star is Born. Tell the people who you are. Who are you?
I would say I am Keianna Nicole, that crazy girl that has that crazy big voice and that can make an imprint on this world. I want to be different. I want to be not like everyone else. And I've always grown up like that. I've always grown up to be my dad. He's always pushed me to be outside of the box. So I want people to know who I am, know my story, and that's what I preach. I preach on my story, and that's what I write from. I write from the heart, and that's what I think is different about me. Vocals are generic, real, just like what I write. Nothing that I've written has been fake. It's been all me, and that's what I preach on. Staying myself, staying true to myself. I could sell 1 billion, million, trillion records, and I would still be who I am.
Amen.
Humble Keianna Nicole, because you don't see that a lot. A lot of people get signed, they get,
they become other folks.
Exactly. And of course, I'm sure you've seen it. You've worked with the big guys.
Trust me, listen. People change. People change.
They do change, and that's the difference with me. Keianna Nicole, she's not changing. She's staying who she is.
Keianna, and I know that a lot of that is not only is it just your inner strength and will, but I'm sure having your mom by your side is helping that as well.
Yes.
Because she's not going to let you grow bigger than you can't stop. She's not going to let that happen.
Yes, it's important to stay grounded.
Absolutely. I thought your mom might like pop her head in for a second so I could say hi, but I guess she's not going to do that, is she?
Yeah, she's being a little camera shy today.
Well, I am saying hi to her. Listen, I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing a lot more from you.
Thank you.
I definitely want to know, like, when you as you grow, because I'm gonna be trolling you. Is what I do. But I want to know what's happening. I want to get that inside track on where you're going. When you start getting some film parts, I want to know when you start, whatever your new stuff is, because I'm sure you're going to come up with some clothesline. I'm sure you're going to come up with some makeup and some stuff. So I want to know the scoop. I want to be fun with it. Okay. I appreciate you taking this time with us. Food for Action loves you. Believe it. We love your mom too. We love your mom too. And, oh man, no, it's my pleasure, and I enjoyed our conversations before this, and I hope that we can stay in touch. I know you're gonna get busy as the star grows.
Oh no,
but
oh no, like I said, you're in the family.
Oh no, I don't mean that in an ill way. Thank you. Listen, I want to be a part of your growth, and so I'm going to continue to pump you up on here, just like I do with everybody that comes through. I'm gonna make sure that I keep on keeping you in people's ears. And pushing people in your direction. So Thank you so much, Mom and Dad. I know there's a big echo. I'm sorry. My mom and dad are going to tell me. So, anyway, thank you so much. We love you. Take care of yourself.
Love you
Keep
too.
on,
Thank
keep
you.
on growing. Keep on blossoming. Listen, tell Atlanta I said, what's up?
Oh yes, most definitely. ATL.
All right, tear the place up. Go see Tyler Perry.
Oh yes. Yes.
I'm serious. Go do that, man. He'll put you down. I believe it.
Yes.
All right.
You said it. It's been out in the atmosphere, so it's gonna happen.
True. I love you, man. Take care
Love
of yourself.
you too.
Okay?
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So yeah, so that was me. That was Keianna